talking about the shorts and shells column from Week 13. And Eric, many people thought that this week would be the week the Packers are going to lose if it was going to happen at all. The Giants have beaten an undefeated team before. Didn't happen, but maybe the game of the year.
Absolutely. I mean, what a tremendous game on Sunday. And I think some good things actually did come out of this for the Giants. You know, they found a run game, which is important. That pass rush, which hadn't been there the previous few games, reemerged. Really put pressure on Aaron Rodgers, made him throw off balance. Didn't make him look comfortable all day. That was what they wanted to accomplish. They just couldn't make enough plays in the secondary in the end. Eli Manning was terrific. The receivers were outstanding. Victor Cruz, I mean, who'd have thought, where did this guy come from? But the Giants now are back on track. Big game against the Cowboys, and they at least have some positives, even in a loss, heading into that game.
And what a final drive by Aaron Rodgers. I mean, if you can call it a drive, it was like snap your fingers, all of a sudden the game's over. Now, the Giants, they lost. The Cowboys could have taken advantage of that with a win in Arizona, a place that's been trouble for them recently, and again, they lose in spectacular fashion.
And it shouldn't be trouble for them. It's like Dallas West. It's like a suburb. They bring their fans out there. When some of the Cardinals players were going down, you hear cheers because it was mostly Dallas people in the stand. So they treat this like a home game there. Well, they haven't done it recently in terms of winning these games. And so the Cowboys head into this contest against the Giants. A lot of questions. Are they the same team they looked like 2-3 weeks ago? A little bit of shifting going on in the NFC East. And boy, how about those Cardinals? Overtime killers. They've had a history of it recently.
Yeah, they beat the Rams with a punt return. Yep. And this team now 4 or 5 wins for the Cardinals, and they're starting to figure things out on defense. That Ray Horton system that they brought in the offseason, didn't have enough time to work on it, starting to finally pay off. The Lions and Saints on Sunday night, we expected it to be a shootout. Well, the Saints put up some big numbers. The Lions just disappointing again.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford was outstanding, I thought. I mean, he made a number of big plays, but the penalties absolutely undid them in this game. 11 penalties, 107 yards. And on those plays, they lost 130 net yards on offense and special teams. You just can't have it. And this week of all weeks, we heard about Ndamukong Suh, the 2-game suspension. We know they have to get more in line here and avoid these silly penalties and things. And yet Titus Young, Stephen Logan, Brandon Pettigrew all had post-whistle infractions. You just can't have these things and expect to win football games. They're teetering on the edge of the playoffs right now.
It's just those plays that, when they happen, you just moan and go, what are you doing? It's so dumb. And it seems to happen to this team every week. You just can't do that if you want to be a legit contender. That's the Shorts and Shells column. For the full thing, check it out at ProFootballWeekly.com.